I see sharp you too, my friend. I see sharp you too. Good evening. See sharp back to you. How's life, my dude? I see sharp you too, man. You were writing nice, man. Nice. I see. I see. More or less, yes. Give me just 2 seconds. Yeah, our jokes are for sure girl friendly. No doubts about that. No doubts about that. Alright, cool. Let me just research a little bit of some stuff. Yeah. Classics. Classics. Alright, so we'll leave that one for some other time. Let me just see what I want to do today. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Not much to say, honestly. No, yeah. I mean, they're better, but my son is still not. He's still not in daycare yet. He's gonna go on Monday, so yeah, he's still a little bit sick. I mean, it's just a cold, right? So it's nothing relevant, right? Nothing serious to say, right? It's just yeah. Thanks a lot, my friend. Thank you. He will for sure. All right, so we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do today, but what I can see actually now is that we don't really have. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so let's do one thing very quickly, right? What is this? Yeah, so let's go ahead and Leo, my dude. Okay. So let's go to what the hell happened here? Mike, what? What the fuck is happening here, man? I didn't mute anything, man. I can see that the microphone works. So it has to be something on your end. Yeah, exactly. Not much, Leo, my friend. Not much, dude. Been at work, I guess, like the rest of us, like the rest of everybody. And now, you know, I need to get back to consistent streams, right? So, apart from that, yeah, not much, man. Not much. Happy to kind of be back, getting back into feeling like streaming, right? Because the worst thing is when I don't feel it, then that's kind of shitty, right? Yeah, I need to record this week. I'm gonna record more videos for that bootcamp. This week I'm gonna record probably 3-4 more videos. Most likely over the weekend. I'm gonna wake up very early. Yeah, but thank you for doing that, man. All right, so yeah, I mean, we continue our conquest on just uniforming stuff and stuff like that, right? I mean, the thing is, some people, right? I mean, life is very simple, Leo, right? The amount of effort you put in is the amount of payback you get back, right? So if he is not willing to put in the effort, then he will fail. It's really that simple, right? So there isn't really much more to say, right? So that's why not everybody can be, you know, anything, right? If people are not willing to put in the work, Matus, my friend, good evening. So it's a very simple. I don't think we should make it more complicated than that, right? If people are not willing to put in the work, then you know, then what are we talking about, right? So that's it's a simple logic, right? If you're not willing to put in the work, you're gonna fail or you're not gonna succeed. So that's like people are buying books how to become successful, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's this world is often just one huge ridiculous thing, right? It's like how to become successful by sitting whole day jerking off. That's how, right? I mean, it's ridiculous, right? The level of procrastination that people have is just ridiculous, right? Right, like how to you know, it's just crazy, man. I don't, it's sometimes just ridiculous. I mean, the thing is, play one game. That is a relative thing, right? Everything is easy if you put in the effort, right? So is anything easy, right? Everything and nothing is easy if you think that way, right? So what is easy, right? I mean, if you put in the work into anything, well, yeah, it's easy, but so what is right? Right? Physics are easy. I mean, look, but it's the same with physics. I don't see any difference, right? Unless you have invented something new in physics, there is nothing fundamentally amazing about things we do, right? Because we're not, most of us average people, we're not really inventing. Well, I mean, sure, if you find it that way, who am I to disagree? But fundamentally, right? I mean, you're not really inventing anything new, man. Most of us, 99.9% of us mortals, right? We just learn some shit that some really smart people made, and we replicate that, we repeat that endlessly, right? So I don't think there's anything hard about it. I mean, even physics is all about memorizing things, right? What's hard is improving that field. That's where these geniuses are, people who devote their lives to it, right? You and me, we're just average, right? We learn some patterns, we repeat the same shit every day, and that's what we do, right? So that's at least my please don't misunderstand me. You don't have to agree with me, obviously, right? That's just how I think about it, right? I don't think that anything that we are doing is amazing. I don't think there's such thing as super smart people, man. There are people who put in the effort, there are people who don't put in the effort, and then there are people who are truly smart. Yes, some scientists, but even them, they're smart because they devote their lives onto one single thing, right? So nobody is just smart, right? I don't think that there are people who are you're just born and that's it. Even to become really smart, you have to work hard. So it's just I don't think there's a, you get what I mean? So nobody just is like wakes up and he or she is smart, right? To become that smart, you need to have so much discipline, put so much time into something, etc., right? It's not just like somebody by default is like mega smart about physics, right? It's just you obviously, I mean, where the wisdom? No, I mean, it's just like how it is, right? I mean, it's like when you see sports people, right? They can run for 5 hours, right? Like, wow, prodigy. It's not a prodigy, man. He's been running for 5 hours past 30 years, right? That's literally. Yeah, but I don't believe that there's just from the, like even Elon Musk and those guys, right? It's so much work that we don't see, right? It's so much work that we don't see that it's easily to assume, right? Oh yeah, he was born, to build rockets, right? Why does this shit happen? I don't get it. Yeah, certainly. I mean, I don't disagree. There are definitely prodigies out there, right? I'm with you, right? But even these prodigies, they have to put in the work. Otherwise, it all goes to shit, right? I had so many friends through my own childhood and growing up. Some of them were like 3 times smarter than me, just raw intelligence smarter. But many of them haven't really made much of themselves, right? Because for the most part, and throughout the high school, they could rely on that kind of raw intelligence and they could pass by intact, right? But you then reach the point in life where that's no longer protects you. You need to put in the work. You cannot just be smart, right? So you can, if you're truly intelligent, yeah, that helps you, right? And some people that I met in my life truly were, but at one point that no longer works. It's no longer just sufficient that you're smart, right? And of course, I mean, if you combine some of these people with their raw intelligence, and then yeah, that's great. If you're intelligent plus very disciplined, that's a winning combination, right? That's a great combo. I started programming when I was in my mother's womb, actually. I already wrote Rust. I actually invented Rust when I was in my mother's womb. It was a great time. Fucking Polish asshole. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. The trolling is on a beautiful level. It's a perfect level. I like it. Fucking asshole. Amazing about programming and the work we do, right? What we really do, most of us, we replicate some shit, we learn steps, and that's it, right? And even if we don't, it's quite shitty to feel superior in any way, right? So I would say, yeah, stay humble, right? No matter how smart you are, smart people always stay humble, right? So I would say just... So 6, 5, 4, 3... Four, I guess, should be 3, right? Motherfucker, come on. Why is this guy farting out, man? I don't get it. Look who is here. Potato Dev is here. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? I mean, it's usually complexes, right? I think what really fulfills me in my life, right, is uplifting others, right? Because that is truly a beautiful thing, right? Everything else is if I see a person that needs to put others down in order to feel better about themselves, that's usually very sad, right? Yeah. Wait, what the fuck is happening? There's 3 stories. Well, I mean, the purpose of this stream is realism, right? So, I mean, that's at least my perception of it, right? I think... I mean, but if that's also fine, right? It's better to hear some direct opinions than sugarcoating you, right? Dude, what the hell is happening? Dictator, exactly. I like that. Dictator, beautiful. I like that. Yeah. Ah, okay, it's here. I see. Beautiful. Motherfucker. It's not even $3 play one game. It's like 2.5 that I get from Twitch when you subscribe. I wish it's 3, man. You're exaggerating. There's no such thing as fairness, man. There's no such... Life is whatever you make it, bro. I hate most of this leftist ideas I despise, right? I live a very realistic life. There's nothing in life that you deserve by default. You don't deserve shit, right? When you're born, until the rest of your life, you deserve only to what you earn by your own will and by your own hard work. If you don't put in the work, you deserve nothing. And that's how I think. So you cannot deserve things just because you exist. Hence, there's no such thing as fair and unfair. There's only how much effort you put in. And that's really it. So these ideas, how we fundamentally deserve some bullshit, right? Just because we exist. I hate those fucking ideas. They piss me off so much, man. It's like, hey, I'm alive, hence I deserve, right? Come on, man. Nobody deserves shit, man. If people did deserve shit, then you wouldn't have 3 billion people dying from hunger and shit like that, right? While others are wearing 1,000 euros phones because they came out 3 seconds ago, right? So it's, yeah, life is fair if you, well, whatever you can define that for yourself, right? But, yeah, that's how I think, at least. That's how it is, man. Bad luck. You always have a choice, man. You always have a choice. There's always a choice. There's always a choice, man. AR, my friend, good evening. We're talking about... Leo asked me, do I think if life is fair? There's no such thing as fair. Life is whatever you make it to be. That's what life is. There's no such thing as fairness. It's not a dictator, man. It's realism. It's called being realistic, right? Life is whatever you make it, man. If you sit whole day playing video games and complain about life, then that's on you, right? If you expect that some Santa Claus is gonna come to your door, right? So that's it. That's all that there is. That's all that there is to it, really. No, it's not. No, it's not. No. All right, so Jesus Christ, this was boring. What if you're disabled backlight? I mean, dude, like, we are a species on some random planet in one of the discovered galaxies, right? And we're not that important, man. I mean, you get what I mean. So I don't think philosophically one should be thinking about life much in that sense. You should try to live it the best you can. You should try to, spend this very short life in the best possible way you can. And that's really it. There's no fairness. Never has been, never will be, right? The world has always been based on power. It is based on power today. Big countries were shitting on small countries. Small countries were always slaves of the big ones. And that has never changed in history since dawn of time. It will never change. And that is life, man. Let's not deceive ourselves, right? So that is how life works. If you're lucky to be born in a good country, good for you. If you're not, bad for you. You're going to have to work harder to get away from there. And that's it, man. That's it. That's how it is. That's all that there is to it. That's all that there is to it. It's not work hard. You can still work hard like fuck and still not make anything out of it. So it's not even about that, right? I'm not saying that at all. You can work your ass off and still fail, right? And that's it. That's how it is. What do you suggest, right? I mean, nothing, right? What can you suggest? Nothing. That's literally how it is. Oh, sorry, Matus. Good, man. Good. Very good. Been with my family, my wife, my kid. You know, seen a lot of family and stuff like that. It's been great, man. Family for me is everything. So I'm always happy to spend holidays with my family. These are the only people that actually give a shit about you in life. Everything else is interest, for the most part. Shit, man. Oh, I see. Because I'm awesome, yo-yo. Jesus Christ, man, come on. Why didn't I? What a waste of time. Or whatever. Fuck it. Oh, I see. Shit. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. All good. All good. Do you use global state with I use Redux, yes. RTX, yes. I do that, yes. Yeah, what a rookie mistake here. What a rookie mistake. Terrible. Okay, well, we wasted a few minutes of time. That's okay. Ah. All right, cool. All right, boring, very boring. I get it. I agree. That's what it is. That's how it is. That's how some things are just boring sometimes. All right, so we have this component that I should have built like a year ago, but well, that's what it is. So yeah. And I guess, yeah, we should have maybe had some base style for these headings, right? Okay, let's maybe do something. Is that a true story? Is that a true story, Potato? Are you like serious? Oh my god, dude. Rage quit. That's beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. That is brilliant. That is brilliant, man. Very childish, but yeah, that is what it is. Brilliant. it's kind of funny, right? It's kind of funny, you know, for all these 15, 16 years of my experience in this industry, right? Probably the most important thing I've learned as a professional, not as a programmer, as a professional, is that I really enjoy work, man. Like, I think, and I've started feeling this especially past couple of years. I started feeling so careless in a good way. Not careless as in I don't care. I care very much, but so kind of, you know, if like, I don't remember when was the last time I got in any sort of conflict like that, because I went through so many of these scenarios, so many of these discussions, and after all of them, right, I just find them so ridiculous, so hilarious sometimes, that you almost, like, you're talking to a child. You just overcome that. You kind of learn that it's so irrelevant, it's so silly to have two adults that argue against using a... All right, so let's see about this now. So are we actually doing this? Yeah, that's great. Okay, awesome. So let me just do a little stuff in here. Where's our stories? Let's say H1, right? This is a big ass one, right? Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Just give me a second here. Let's take a look at the box model of this crap. Is there... Yeah, there's a margin... Okay. But... I see, okay. All right, let's create another style here, right? So we're gonna do... Should have done this again very, 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 very long ago. But that's what it is. That's how it is. What can we do? So let's just create another one called paragraph. And yeah, same crap, right, as this. I'll just copy some styles, paste them in here, right? Paragraph. So the word paragraph, such a cool word. Sounds so mysterious. Paragraph. 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 P. Paragraph. Yeah. Oh, I see. All right, so that's great. How many users have signed up? Let's actually take a look at that. I haven't checked in a while. I'm not gonna... 986. 986, yeah. Stay like a zombie. All right, so that's great, right? I mean, super simple stuff, right? Super simple stuff for now. Let's go to Bootstrap CSS because I got inspired. I mean, it would have been more than 1,000 long ago. I just removed a bunch of them. I just removed a bunch of those who weren't active. Yeah, but maybe shouldn't have done that, right? But yeah, they were, yeah. I only use second monitor. I mean, keep in mind, I only use this setup for streaming, right? I build, actually, to be very honest, no, don't worry. It's like I just want to see how those old, yeah, this is good. This is good. This is great. I just wanted to see like how do they do their paragraphs? Do they add margin? Okay, so they add margins to their paragraphs. That's what I wanted to see, right? Okay, so we're gonna do the same in our own case, right? So I'm gonna say here MB2 maybe. And for the common styles here, for headings, maybe we can increase. So I use the second monitor in this setup only for you guys to read your chat and stuff, even though now I'm reading the chat on my laptop here to the left. Actually, wait, let's do that. Give me a second. So how can I'm going to come here. I'm going to say, 1 second. Where is it? Browser, video capture. Yeah, C920. So you can basically see there, right? But I have also my laptop where I'm reading your chat now, right? I don't know what's up with this resolution. Did I maybe not set it up properly? Give me a second. Resolution, custom. What the fuck with the zoom, man? There's something wrong. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is my Kubernetes cluster here. It's a Raspberry Pi cluster. Actually, wait. All right. Shut the fuck up, Leo. Trolling my C90 camera right there. Beautiful, beautiful, right? Okay, great. So that's what it is. That's how it is. All right, so where is this? Yeah, okay, anchor H1. Okay, yeah, sure. It's programmer network stickers. Literally play one game. I bought this fucking laptop, paid 1,000 euros, and now it's not even used. Yeah, so this is the first programmer network sticker. I did a test. Sticker Mule sent me, I think, 20 of them for free. Let me actually see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Strange. Yeah, I think they sent it to me for free. Wait, I was part of some, or maybe $1 I think I paid. Give me a second. What did I use? Which email did I use? I don't actually remember. Give me a second. Yeah, this was it. As you can see, it's total $1. Yeah, I paid $1 for this. No, I generated this using AI. I generated this using Midjourney, right? So I generated few of these variations because if you go to my YouTube channel, right? Like, you'll notice that I, just played a little bit with the style here and stuff, right? So hence, that's why I printed this one, right? I think it's a nice looking sticker. I think it's pretty awesome. It's somewhat humble, right? It's not like super pro. And I generated all of this crap with AI. I also generated this background, I don't know, long ago, but I think we can find it. I generated the background as well. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So I generated this crap. I generated the logo, and then I combined it, right? Took me a couple of minutes, right? Not rocket science. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad. You guys should send me your addresses, and I should send you some directly to your addresses. Actually, the thing is, I wanted to actually ask you for the opinion, because next thing I want to do, I want to get some shirts just for fun. I mean, this is a fun project. I don't think that this platform is going to become anything, honestly. Maybe one day, who knows? I don't think so, right? But generally, I wanted to get some shirts as well. I think... Hi, it's my second day learning and came here to say I love your course. Thank you very much, buddy. Alright, well, I need to send you these stickers then. You guys have been sticking around for so long that at the very least, at the minimum, you have earned that, if I may. Yeah, I think I will. Let's organize that. I'm gonna ask you. YouTube, I think, yeah, man, absolutely. Thank you for the I actually don't know how to use Twitch, and I've been streaming for like a year, so yeah, that's the YouTube channel, and then I think you can find a bootcamp somewhere. I think I have a playlist. Yeah, here it is. There's this web developer bootcamp playlist. I don't know. Yeah, I was recording this when I was on vacation, but as you can see, so there's gonna be more videos obviously coming this week and every week. So yeah, and it's, keep in mind, free, always gonna be free. I'll never be selling courses. I don't have the time for that, so don't worry. There's no gotchas or anything. I do this because it's fun and because it's my hobby. So don't worry. There's no, only for $3.99. No, there's no hidden bullshit like that. All right, great, great, cool. If you only subscribe for $9.99, you will get this amazing content for only an. If you only subscribe for $9.99. You know what I hate the most, man? I bought some courses on Udemy, right? I love Udemy. I think Udemy is great. Just to be clear, definitely use Udemy. Udemy is a great platform. It's super nice. But one thing that I've noticed, and please never do this. Never do this in life. One thing that I've noticed is that there are some authors who advertise their courses by saying how all other courses are bad. This is terrible, man. Tell people why your course is good, not why other courses are bad. It makes no sense, man. So instead of shitting on other people, just say why is your course so... Actually, you don't even have to say it. Just make it, and people will implicitly realize how much it's better. Whenever I see is like, all other courses that you watched are incomplete and they suck. If you only pay for this course, it's going to be great. God, it's like, shut the fuck up, man. That's a terrible marketing, right? That makes no sense. Tell people, actually don't tell people anything, really. Just build it and people will tell you if it's good. You don't have to tell them how good it is, right? It's ridiculous, man. I don't get it sometimes. For sure. I mean, I spoke so many times about the trap of, I mean, most people don't finish courses. That's I think true for all of us, myself included, right? But I think Udemy is a great What the fuck is this? What is this CTA? What? Why do I have CTA here? Okay. Yeah, that's true, Leo. Yeah. Also, that's true. Yeah, actually, that's good points. I agree. You guys are right, actually. Yep. 100%. That's a very good point, yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get the sentiment. I can kind of see it working. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I agree, actually. I agree. Chica, my friend. Good evening. Shit. This is where Vim shines. This is when I miss it. But yeah. Wow, you aren't even trying to gaslight. No. I don't know. I mean, it's you know, I really have some values that I cannot and do not want to move away myself from, right? I mean, you know. Okay, this is great. So we are exporting this bullshit, right? That's beautiful. We have these things now. Also beautiful. The thing is, I mean, look, saying that you're the best is obviously one's self-perception, and that's fine. I mean, if they feel, and that as long as, you know, you're not advertising yourself saying how others are bad, right? Because say how you're good instead of saying how others are bad, right? Because it's a little bit, I don't know, it just feels a bad taste, right? It's like all other courses suck, but this one is great. Well, you cannot make such claim because you haven't watched other courses, technically. If you're a senior or some sort of a glorified mentor, what is the chances that you watched every single course, right? So it's kind of ridiculous, right? So it's kind of, it's a bold claim. It's a shitty claim, right? So yeah, it's kind of funny, right? So instead of saying why other things are bad, say, you know, why your stuff is better or great, or not say it again. I would much rather not say it, and then people will say it, right? Shit, let me just take a look at one thing. H1 index. Is this really necessary though? Like, no, okay. I mean, to be okay, but there's one thing that I have to really share, right? I honestly think that no matter what course you get at Udemy, let's say, no matter which course you get, no matter which course, I think every single one of them is amazing for the price. I mean, I really try to humble myself every day. Do you know how much effort it takes to record a 40-hour course, 20-hour course? Let's even imagine it's a mediocre course. It's not like some mind-blowing guy. I think the fact that today you can get a full-featured bootcamp course for like $10 is ridiculous, right? So I think, I don't know, for me, genuinely, I've never bought a course on Udemy that was bad, right? Because again, for $10, I don't allow myself to call it bad, right? Because you cannot say that at least you haven't earned $10 of knowledge from that course, right? It's just so hard to find one that's like bad that it doesn't justify spending $10, right? You get what I mean? It's like you have to right. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like the same for video games. You know, when people say, I don't want to pay $5 a month for subscription. It's like, man, you are fundamentally getting so much entertainment for $5 a month that if $5 for you is insufficient, then you shouldn't be playing it, right? Because imagine getting, you know, it's so it's the same with these courses, man. Like I feel like whenever there's a sale on Udemy, literally I feel bad. I feel like I'm cheating on these guys. I mean, somebody has sit there for like 100 hours re-recording this, editing it, all of that, and then you get that for like $10. It's literally like ridiculous. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just my 5 cents, right? So just that's my take. That's my take. I think the value you get there is awesome. Cranberry is here, my rich follower. Cranberry basically is like a pimp. No. He's like my Bank of America. He's just funding the stream. You got a sugar daddy. Yeah, he's a sugar daddy. He's a sugar daddy. That's a good one. That's a good one. Shit, I need to make wait. I need to make a roll on I need to make a roll on how do I make rolls on Discord? Wait. There has to be a way to make a roll. I only used Discord for like since it came out, but I'm you know, I'm stupid like fuck. Okay. Create roll, I guess, right? Sugar daddy. It's gonna be like a gold. It's gonna be yellow color to indicate. And wait. Ooh, perfect. This is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Sugar daddy. Can I like inherit some permissions from some other place? I don't think this is great. I mean, I want to inherit some. I don't know if he's even. I don't even know if he's in the Discord. What's your name in the Discord, Cranberry? Did you even join Discord? Oh, okay. Sugar daddy, okay. Where is the roll, man? Jesus Christ, man. Fucking shit, man. I don't think this is a great UX at all, actually. Aren't we supposed to see Sugar Daddy here in the list now, the role? Jesus Christ, man, where is it? Where is it? Did I? Yeah, you but what? Yeah, I did enable that. I did enable that, man. Yeah, I did. Where's sugar daddy? Here it is, right? Allow display role members separately from online members, right? Oh, maybe put it here, right? Oh, he's on the top. He's on the top. There you go, man. You have the ultimate role. You are the king of this stream. Look at him. Look at him. Oh shit, I need to be more quiet. My son is sleeping. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sugar daddy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Okay, cool. You're now officially successful in life. You are on the top list of Discord. Can you imagine? Great success. Great success. Where is it? Yale 55. Okay. Programmer network Yale 55. Okay. We need to make more roles. I mean, clearly, okay, let's just face one thing. Look, this was clearly worth the money, right? I would definitely say money well spent, right? Can you imagine now he has a role on Discord? Think about that value. Think about that value for a second. After he spends $100 more, only $100 more, I'm gonna assign one emoji to him. If that's not value, then what is? If that's not concrete value, then right? Penguin role. Okay, give me a couple of minutes, then we make that as well. I might as well just make you all admins, and then you can just do it yourself. I actually don't care. Okay, yes. Okay, great. Okay. So this is what I actually started doing. If you spend $100 on this stream, you will get an emoji. Think about that value. If that's not valuable, then I don't know what is. Just think about it. Just think about it for a second, okay? What the fuck, man? That escalated in an unexpected way. Shit. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the community here. You guys clearly can see value in things. And if everybody knows that title means everything, right? Like you can now tell to your whole family tomorrow about it and see how they're gonna look at you with admiration, with absolute it's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful. Clearly. Beautiful, beautiful. Exactly. There we go. Somebody said it. Beautiful. What can I say? What can I say? Beautiful. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's pretty much it. Beautiful. Oh, fuck, man. We forgot the mobile styles. It doesn't really matter. It does matter very much. It does matter very, very much. So hard to compose a sentence. Jesus Christ, man. All right, cool. All right, so I'm not going to be doing this whatsoever now. I want to do something more fun. It's just I wanted to kind of do, at least have it there. Yeah. So I'm not going to do this now. So what I actually did want to do today a little bit was the tip tap thing, right? Because all right, so wait a minute. So let's do one thing first. So if I go to the front end, yeah, we're gonna do some tip tap now. It's been a while, but exactly. Yes, class names. Oh wow. Okay, so I'll just need to do this. It's been a while since I did it, so no, I don't want to do the ng update. No, because that's a little bit out of control, right? I don't want to do that yet. I want to go one by one just to see what actually we have to do, right? Yeah, because right, yeah. Okay, so the minor version, so the minor stuff I'm fine to do because React tabs. So this is good. This is fine now, right? So let's try this. Yeah. You know that I'm very, very allergic to dependencies, right? So I try to keep the least amount of dependencies possible, right? And this is obviously should be everyone's goal always, no matter the environment, no matter the runtime, no matter what you're building. Yeah, less dependencies, less headaches, right? It's a balance between things, right? This is not to say that one shouldn't use packages. That would be silly, right? It's just yeah. I love Rebecca's comments. Why did this guy kind of fart out here? What's happening? the thing is, right, I mean, your tech lead in your organization, your CTO, whatever your organization is, should structure these meetings, right? You should have a monthly, quarterly meeting about dependencies, right? Because if you keep your dependencies updated, right, regularly, then it doesn't become a problem. It becomes easy. If you try to update them every 2 years or a year or never, then that becomes a problem, right? Because it's very difficult now to upgrade, 3 major versions and stuff like that. So this has to be part of the process of your engineering team, right? I actually don't know why is this stalling. What is happening? Let's give me 1 second. Okay, so this thing is failing. Some storybook add-ons from npm is actually so. All right, so it did actually succeed. All right, that's a little bit weird. That was shit. For sure. So basically, look, let me show you one thing. So you obviously want to enable as much automation on your repositories as possible, like Andy said, right? So let's take a look at some of my repositories, right? Let's say. So for example, Snyk is one of them. You don't have to use Snook anymore because GitHub now has a dependent bot, for example, right? But you want to automate as many of these things, right? So you can see what we just did, actually, we got the dependency kind of suggestions. Hey, you should upgrade because of this and that. But there's a lot of things you can configure here for your repositories, right? So for example, you can go to, let's say, branches, right? You can edit the branch. So there's a lot of great stuff you can configure on GitHub by default to improve your developer experience, to protect yourself. So for example, what you can do, for instance, is you can you should enable these types of things, right? I'm not going to get into details here now, right? But there are many things you can do. You can use the rules. You can use, obviously, the GitHub actions and stuff. But then here you have code security and analysis, right? And a lot of these things are free. And one of them is dependent bot, right? So dependent bot, as you can see, is also enabled. This is free. And here are the alerts, right? Receive alerts for vulnerabilities that affect your blah, blah, blah. If you have GitHub Business, GitHub Enterprise, then they have code scanning as well. So we have that at the Dream Data where I work. But yeah, that's that we cannot. But you can see here, there's group security updates, groups all resolve that. So we can actually enable this. Why not, right? Allow dependent bot to open pull requests automatically to Kubio. Yeah, let's do that, right? Yeah, this is yeah, we're not gonna do this because I don't want to read that crap now, right? But you get the point. And then here we're already doing this, and then there's other workflows and stuff like that, right? So yeah. All right, great. Super good. Okay, good. Let me just take a look at one thing. Okay, that's kind of good, I guess, right? Yeah. So what did I want to do? Yeah, okay. Just to not. So I'm gonna close this for now. And what I'm actually going to do. Well, first and foremost, does our stuff still works? It does, right? Okay, so that's good. All right, cool. So let's play a little bit with TipTap, right? And what would have been awesome, right, is that we have also open sourced that as part of Yale, right? Because our TipTap implementation is pretty good. I did a lot of magic there, a lot of great stuff that. But it's also complicated, right? So I don't know if I should do that. TipTap. Let's see. Yeah, these are the things I wanted to kind of improve, right? Because this fucking sucks now. Yeah, so let's do that. That really sucks ass, big time. So I think I had this toolbar, right, that I built for TipTap, right? And then this toolbar has all the icons defined, if I recall, or I don't actually remember. Yeah, it has. It's here, right? Available, blah, 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 right? Yes, title, subtitle. So this is the problem, right? And I no longer actually want this. Let me see which available controls I have. Give me a second. All right, so we have the heading, yeah, and this heading then takes the prop of the size, right? So I see. Yeah, I mean, why did I? Yeah, that's a little bit weird, right? Shit. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't actually like that at all. Okay, so let's it's been so long since we worked with this guy. So bold, italic, strike through, code, paragraph, title. Yeah, so this, I guess I would like it to be heading, right? And then level 1. Right? Then I'm going to duplicate this thing. And I'm going to say level 2. Also heading 3, right? Four, I guess, right? Yeah, exactly, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Yep. Something like this, right? I don't actually know what this extends is. Ah, I see, I see. So this is for extending functionality. So I guess we need to do this shit as well, right? I guess so. Okay, let's go to some icon thing. Where was it? There was resources, yeah. So let's go to icons, right? To this crap here. Let's search for heading. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, this is not terrible. No. Thank you everybody for your follows. Appreciate it. Yeah, this I like. This I like. What is this? Material symbols format. Yeah, this is what I like. This is what I like for some reason, but I like it. I like it. Okay, that's awesome. Cool. Let's get them into our core library, right? So yeah, all right, cool. So let's do that. Where is it? So material symbols rounded. No, I don't want the rounded ones, right? We hate the rounded shit, right? So let's do this. Let's go icon h1.svg, right? All right, that's great. Okay, good. And yeah, we're gonna do the same crap. So wait a minute. So we have this one, right? Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. 3 more, I guess. So icon h4, right? Yep. Yeah, that's great. Icon h5, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Cool. And one more, right? Yeah, that's the last one. Beautiful. Super. Okay. Let's build these icons, right? So pnpm build. What was it? Icons, right? No, that's the wrong project. Wait. Ah, shit. Yeah, I forgot about one thing. Give me a second. One moment. Yeah. Where was that thing? Prettier, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's take a look at what happened here. Let's take a look at this. Update, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's okay, I guess. Yeah. Now let's run format. Now, fuck. What was it? And actually, yeah, now we want to do this, right? Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Oh my god, it works. I'm so so smart, beautiful, and humble at the same time. It's incredible that such a person exists on this planet. Incredible, incredible, absolutely beautiful. So smart, and yet so humble. If you only spend $3.99, you will get let's deploy this to npm, right? Let's go to GitHub. Let's go to GitHub. Beautiful. Cool, okay, so that's good. What is the average amount of data that a single page app should load per page? Something. I'm not actually sure which data are you referring to. Are you referring to the file size of your application, or if you can be a little bit more specific? Well, it depends on the application, right? Depending how your application is built, right? If you're building a platform, right, if your platform is, let's say, business to business SaaS product, which is closed behind the login, there's no SEO, whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. These SaaS platforms tend to be bigger than a normal sites, right? But if you're using code splitting, if you're using lazy loading or any of these methods, you should not have that big of a bundle size. Like if you take a look at Programmer Network, let's see about our bundle size, right? Let's actually, I don't actually know genuinely. So let's see how big is it, right? Let's disable cache, right? So you can see here our base JS is 700 kilobytes. Vendor is so 5 megabytes is a lot, right? And you will end up with a bundle of 5 megabytes if you don't apply any optimization to these bundles, right? So that is the problem. So you should not really ever have a bundle that's 5 megabytes, right? That means that you're not doing something correct, right? At least not in the modern web, right? At least not in the modern web. So $56. Okay, great. So let's get here. Yeah, we're actually done with that one. Let's install this again. All right, beautiful. Let's just reload this crap here, right? And now we should technically have these icons as part of the project, right? So let's try that. So where's the icon? So basically here we should say icon h1, right? Beautiful, beautiful. And then, yeah, icon h2, right? Yes, beautiful. Icon h3, right? Yes. Icon h4, so nice. We're gonna do the 5 here as well, right? So icon h5, and then we're gonna do obviously this level 6, right? That's how many headings really HTML supports by nature, right? Okay, so that's cool, right? So if we go now to the product, right? If we go here, let's see if this is gonna explode. No, and that's okay. So we're missing the headings now, right? So let's search. I know that for every instance of TipTap editor, when I implemented this, I kind of implemented it in a clever way, in a way that my different instances of the editor, they take different controls, right? So I think if I go to new article, for example, if we search for available controls or no, if we just search for TipTap, right? I suspect that's how I did it. I hope that's how I did it. I don't remember actually. Yeah, so controls, here it is. So editor controls, beautiful. So as you can see, taught, comment, lecture. Yeah, I remember this now. Add article, yeah. So yeah, here we're gonna say h heading. Yeah, and that's unfortunate, right? Because now I guess all of them are gonna be here, yeah. And let's actually see if they work. Give me a second. Okay, toggle heading. Okay, let's take a look what happened there. Not in here. Where was my configuration? Give me a second. Maybe it was actually in here. No, but we'll find it a moment. It was in the toolbar, wasn't it? Yeah, it's here. Okay, great. Okay, good. So we have a heading. Toggle heading level 1 is active. Heading level 1. Yeah, so that all looks kinda okay, right? So yeah, that's a little bit weird. Okay, let's figure out what's happening with our almighty TipTap. That's a little bit weird. So okay, so none of them actually like it, right? And I actually don't remember how this works. So let's figure it out. So we have a ID available controls heading. So I suppose we should also, yeah, break these into different IDs. So we don't, right? So what we can do is we can say heading 1 or heading underscore 1 or heading 1 like this. Let's actually say heading 1. Something like this, right? Now we need to search for all the occurrences where we actually are using this, right? So here we should say heading 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5 and 6, right? So let's say here 1, right? Let's just say, hey, when you're writing an article, you only have heading 1, right? Okay, so why is that, right? That's a little bit weird. So why is this toggle heading not working? It's a little bit weird, right? So let's go to TipTap, right? And toggle heading. Yeah, so editor command. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if this is something new that they've changed. Let's take a look at that. Heading configure levels. Yeah, that's we configured these levels already, right? Yeah, so this is kind of what we're doing as well, isn't it? Right? Editor chain focus toggle heading dot run. Yeah, so that's what we're doing as well. So that's a little bit weird. I would expect this to work. So let's take a look at our config. Did I maybe change something here that messed this guy up? Heading configure, extend. Okay, let's just, you know, just for a fraction of a second, let's yeah, let's get rid of this just to see if this advanced config that I did messed something up, maybe, right? No, it's not that. Okay, fine, fine. So it's not this. All right, let's debug a bit. So let's see if this editor object is in fact something at all. So bam. So editor is fine. Let's keep printing. So editor. So let's print actually this, right? But let's print the function without invoking it, just so we see, hey, is there a function called toggle heading at all, right? Okay. Is there a function like, okay, that's undefined, right? Okay, interesting. All right, let's print this bad boy here. So this is something. Okay, so chain.focus. Okay, and what is this focus returning? What is the, and what are we trying to do? Toggle heading. Okay. So we can see that there's no such method here at all, right? That's a little bit. Let's take a look at the prototype. But as you can see, oh, I see. Toggle mark. So yeah, so you can see there's no mention of a heading here. So what can that mean? That can mean maybe that we didn't register the heading plugin at all. So where is the headers? Here's the headers. Ah, it's because of this. Okay. Yeah, I remember now. So yeah, this is very good. Yeah, it's good, all good. It's fine. I remember now. I remember. Okay. This was a complicated thing when we did it, but now I remember. This is unfortunate, but I remember. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I don't like this too much, to be honest. No. Because now I'm essentially, I guess, registering this 6 times, because you can, not to get into details of this implementation, but this is how we basically how I decided to register the extra extensions, and I didn't want to, every instance only registers extensions of TipTap that it uses, so I don't want to register the extensions which are not used, and I'm a little bit worried now that what is TipTap going to do here, because, you know, for each of the headings we are registering all 6 of them, and that fucking sucks ass. I mean, this is gonna work now 100%. So now this has to work, right? So that I'm sure of. I wish we can just debug this a bit and see, does this actually register it, right? But we can see now that this should have all of them, right? So that's okay. It kind of sucks now. These icons should be a little bit bigger as well, but we'll fix that maybe another time. So yeah, the only question now here, do we re-register this 6 times? Because it would be better if I would, yeah, shit, let's actually try one thing. Yeah, I would like to try this a little bit different, right? So let's try one thing. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah, actually, yeah. All right, and this is heading 1, right? So can I just register it per level? So I don't do this. then I say extend, and then I say classes for level 1 is that, then merge attributes and all of that bullshit, right? Siddiqui on YouTube, very good. How are you, man? Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So yeah, you get what I mean. So here we would just configure level 1, and then it would only register that, and then we could have pretty much the same crap. So we could turn this into basically a function, right? So we could do something like, I guess, something like const set heading, you know, get heading extension, right? Or something like that. We could even implicitly just return this like this, right? And then this could take the level and a class name, right? Or let's say, yeah, something like that, right? And then, yeah, the level would be a dynamic property of this object, right? Even though we don't even need that anymore. The class can be inlined there, right? So we could do like, you know, class names. We could use the module, right? And actually not even that, no. So something like this. Shit, I removed the base styles, right? So something like this. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, we also don't really need this because we are passing this level here, so that's okay. So yeah, something like this, right? I guess, right? And then, yeah. And then this asshole here, right, would be this. And then we would just pass the size, really. The base class name would stay the same. And then we could get rid of this bullshit here. Yeah, something like this I like. And we would do the same here. Is this gonna work? I don't know, actually. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. But I'll try. No, I don't know. No, this is not good. No. Fucking hell, man. Abdi, my friend, good evening. No, we are invoking the function here, so no, that's not what I want, really. Even though, I mean, yeah, we would need to call this function in the when we're basically registering these plugins. So over here, when we're saying, hey, you know, if this key exists, then call that thing. So this extension map, right? So yeah. No, but I mean, I'll still try this. I mean, I think I've got a solid idea, so we can improve that. It's more about the performance of this than anything else, right? And one more, and let's see if this actually works. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. No, because now it's basically once it registers the plugin, it no longer registers the others. Motherfucker. Well, that's what it is. A failed attempt, I guess. That's what it is. I don't think this actually is a problem. I mean, it hasn't been known problem. I haven't seen any performance implications of this, but it's just my assumption that kind of, yeah, I don't fucking like this, but it's what it is. That's how it is. What can I do? We'll figure it out eventually. because yeah, that I don't like it. I don't like it. We'll figure it out. Okay. So anyway, it works now, right? And we can see that these icons, I believe, they have, due to the viewport, they look a little bit smaller. And I actually wrote a module recently. Maybe I could show it to you. I wrote an open source extension. I wrote a little program that cleans. Yeah, I wrote this SVG crop recently. Yeah, I wrote it like a month ago. So I wrote this SVG crop extension for SVGR, basically. So basically I wrote an extension for an extension. So there's this SVGO, it's a library for optimizing SVGs. Okay, so just so you know what I did. So I went to Google at one point and I said crop SVG, right? Something like that. And then I found this service, right? And what this service does, right? Let me show you. You can, let's imagine I grabbed one of these. All right, wait, let me make a step back again, just so you can understand better. So, and I learned this as well when I decided to write this extension. So yeah, so I found this research. So you can see that SVGs in general might have some padding around them, because that makes the icons appear to be symmetrically correct when they're the part of the same icon set. So basically, when the designers are building when designers are designing SVGs, they're generally designing them so they all look or appear visually the same size, right? And that's great, right? That's correct. That's you can see what they're doing here, right? Whatsoever, as you know, we are not using the icons from the same icon set. We are using icons from 20 different sets, 50, right? Because we need different icons and we cannot find a set that has all the icons, right? And due to that, sometimes, as you can see here, you can see how these headings are smaller than the bold and these, right? And that's because of the padding, right? So what I would do, right, I would right click on this crap and I would take the SVG and I would paste it into this SVG crop, right? And this SVG crop would kind of remove the actual the padding and shit like that, right? So if I paste this thing here, you can see that it updated the view box of it. So if I take a look at the view box, you can see the view box has been completely changed from the original icon. And I said, all right, that's cool, but I'm not gonna paste every fucking icon here. And then I wrote this extension. Not this one, sorry. Then I wrote this, right? And this thing you can plug into your SVGO, and it's gonna, so basically when you run SVGO, so SVGO is used by SVGR, and this SVGO crop is used by SVGO. So you have my extension, SVGO, and then SVGR, which basically we run, if you remember, to turn all of our SVGs into React components, right? So for example, if I go here to the icons, right? Yeah, these things are built using SVGR, right? So I built actually this, and we can run this with our SVGR. I'm actually not gonna do this now because we would need to. But you can see the solution was fairly simple in the end, but it took me like 4 hours to write this library because I had to figure out how to do this. But you can see here, so I registered the SVGO crop plugin. I had to learn about SVGO plugins API, right? Like I had to learn how to write a plugin for this crap, which I then did. And then I had to spawn some headless crap. I had to spawn the virtual DOM because the nodejs doesn't know anything about the DOM, the window object, the SVG, the document object model, right? So I had to do that. So here I created the virtual document, I registered the window, blah blah blah. But anyway, the magic was here basically. So here basically I calculate the new view box, right? And then we set it, as you can see here now. So this is basically at this point here we use the the bounding box thing, right? And then we calculate the new view box and then we set it. So, but anyway, it was very fun. I had 3 or 4 hours of fun. It actually works. I tested it and it actually does exactly what this service does. It's just, it's now automated, so you can plug it in and use it. Anyway, that was a very cool story. So if you actually want to take a look at it, take a look at it. Yeah. So we'll have to do something. I don't know if I'm gonna do this, but you can see that this discrepancy and in the size of icons, it's really frustrating a lot, right? And you can see it's because of the view box. You can see how much blank space there is around these icons, right? It's just fucking annoying. And then these, let's see. Yeah, these are a little bit better, right? So what we can do, what we have to do, unfortunately, right? I'm not going to be using my own extension now, but what I will be doing, and I will be running this through this online service that I found. So I'll do this. I'll paste the markup here. I'll copy it to the clipboard, and I'll do this 6 times, right? So I'll refresh. I'll paste. I'll copy. And you can see how the view box is 0024, but when it crops it, basically it removes all the white space, the view box changes, right? And one more, right? Yep. So one more. Yes, copy that crap. Yes, beautiful. So let's run the SVGR. So let's go to Louis GUI again, or to Yale. PNPM build icons, right? So we're gonna rebuild these icons now, and we're gonna preview them in a storybook just to see if this padding was actually properly removed. Motherfucker. I need to comment that out, and we actually need to fix that at one point. Where is this prettier? Yeah. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna build them, and then I'm gonna format them, and then we're gonna preview them, right? That's great. PNPM formats, and then yeah, let's run it in a storybook and let's see how it looks like, right? So if we go to the icons over here, where are they? H1. Yeah, as you can see now, it's awesome, right? So you can see now that, let me just be sure of that, right? So yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm a little bit confused. Give me a second. I have a feeling that, did I take the right icon here? I did, right? Okay, never mind. Just, it feels that some of them are, does this heading 1 looks bigger than the rest, or it's just my eye perception? Does this icon look bigger than the rest? Does this H1 look bigger to you guys than the rest? It is, right? What the fuck, man? Right? Okay, okay. Good, good. Okay, let's take a look at that. Why? Yeah, exactly. I have a video on that I recorded long ago on the terminal, and also there's a config. But why is this icon bigger, man? So how did it? So weird, man. Maybe that's intentional. I mean, whatever, right? It's just, it seems significantly bigger. It seems like mega bigger, right? Wait. I mean, they do have different view boxes, right? That's what the SVGR crop did, but the difference isn't that significant, right? So, I mean, maybe it's fine, right? Maybe it's fine. Yeah, they what happened here? It's just you can see how the rest of them kind of look very similar, right? But you see, right? They have different view boxes, right? Maybe H1 has, yeah, let's see. No, yeah, yeah, I mean, so you can see those have, yeah, so the view box of this guy is a little bit different, right? So hence the difference. So where is the H1? So this one. So you can see that the difference is 5, 7, yeah. So let's try to give it the same view box. I'm sure that it's gonna fuck it up, right? I don't think this that this is gonna work, but it's just worth giving a shot, right? So let's try giving it the same view box as others, right? So I'm gonna do this. Let's build it. Oh fuck, I didn't want to build. What am I doing? Build icons, right? All right, so that's better, right? Okay, good. Now it's better, right? Yeah, that's kind of better, right? Yeah. So that's good. I think we can agree that's good, right? Okay, good. Exactly. Okay. So that's yeah. Exactly right. Okay, good. I agree with you. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah. So we need to deploy this to npm, right? Again, so that's what we're gonna have to do, obviously. So let's do this. Improve view box for heading icons. Yeah, it's a Quake one. It's a Quake one, exactly. It's a Quake mode, and then you can also like do things, expand if you need more space and stuff. Absolutely, yes. It is Quake. You're absolutely right. All right, beautiful. Okay, that's super. So that's good. That's good. I mean, these icons, yeah, they will. That is unfortunate thing about icons, right? I mean, we have 107 icons, right? So it's impossible to find. It's impossible to find a library where all icons are going to match whatsoever. Maybe we could have found some icons just for the purpose of rich text editing, right? But we'll see in time, right? That's just how it is. It's not great, but that's what it is, right? Okay, good. So that's gonna get deployed eventually. Yes, let me just close up some of this crap. All right, publishing to npm. So it's going to be 57, right? Yep. Publish to npm. Come on, you can do it. Beautiful. All right, let's install it. Super. Okay, great. Let's just reload this instance of Chromium of VS Code, and let's see now how they look like. Is there any difference? Yeah. Okay. So you can see they're almost the correct size. I just need to zoom in to check the fidelity of this shit. Isn't it? It's a lot faster. Yes. Hence, I would recommend it. Absolutely, yes. It's a lot faster for sure. Shit, man. Okay. So, I mean, I would also suggest Bun.js, right? Bun is even faster, right? But in my view, in what I've tried with it, it's still very unstable in some certain areas. Random things often don't work. But as far as I saw, using Bun's Bun install, for example, it's even faster. But then you would have to use, I guess, Bun as a runtime, right? But when it comes to Node, for sure, PNPM is by far the fastest. No question about that. No question about that. My pleasure, man. It's literally so easy to, and if you're used to npm, just create an alias in your bash profile or whatever. You know, if you're used to running npm install whatever, you can just create a bash alias to your pnpm, right, and save. Ah, shit, this is exactly. I just want to see one thing. So what happens if I use this view box with this fella here? Okay, that's that's not great, or is it? All right. Well, that's not what I wanted at all, but yeah, whatever. Cool. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna double check a few more things. So we have bold. I guess they should be bold here and stuff. Yeah. I mean, why the fuck not, right? I mean, if we're doing this already, why not, right? I mean, honestly, right? So icon bold, right? Let me just see what else do I have. I have bold, italic, bullets, maybe. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, let's maybe just do that. Who cares, right? So, let's, so let's run this, and then let's format it and let's push it. Let's play some Blind Guardian. Okay, wow, that was not a nice format, was it? All right. All right, cool. So that's actually good. That's good. Yeah. Give me 1 second. No, I mean localhost. I've never experienced that, right? Generally, right, my CI is doing all of that, right? And I have a commit hook set up, the Husky, right? So we can't push code anyway before we format it. My code cannot get to the repository without being formatted, right? That's the whole point. That's the whole point of it, right? You don't want to push code to a repository that should have never been there in the first place, right? If I push code to my repo, which is unformatted, my CI is going to fail, right? My CI is going to tell me, hey, Alex, you know, your code, man, isn't formatted. Why did you push this crap, right? Right, this thing here would fail, right? If I tried to push some code that's not formatted, this lint and test would fail, and this would never be deployed to production, right? I mean, it's hard to respond to that localhost. I mean, I don't disagree with you if that has worked for you. It's like I've never all these years used a formatter in any language that corrupted my files. Is that impossible? Is that possible to happen? Are you right? Yeah, of course it's possible, right? But I haven't experienced that ever, that my formatter messes up my files, right? I just haven't, to be very frank with you. Yeah, and please don't misunderstand me. By no means I claim my workflow is superior to any other. It's just that the thing is, right, some of these things are, I'm switching between so many of these repositories that I open sourced, and then some of them are set up in this or that way. So it's just so much mental mapping on some of these things. It's crazy. What are your opinions of using a GUI-based Git client versus CLI? I always use GUI like for. I mean, whatever makes you more productive, right? At the end of the day, right? Tools exist. Never, don't forget, like, just because we are developers, right? Don't forget that tools exist for us as well, for the sake of making us productive, right? So you know, what is the best depends on what makes you more productive, right? There's nobody cares if you're using Vim or VS Code or Visual Studio. I mean, nobody genuinely cares. only, you know, adolescent nerds of age 16 years old get horny, they get a boner when they see Vim and stuff, because they watch too many movies, right? Fundamentally, only thing that really matters is that you feel productive, you feel good, and stuff like that, right? So if you feel good with the tools that you're using, with the languages that you're using, then use them, right? Don't get influenced by others, right? So if you like your graphical user interface tool, that's amazing. I mean, I wouldn't mind using it either. It's just I'm used to CLI randomly, right? So don't, my opinion is whatever your opinion is on it, right? If it makes you productive, fuck yeah, go with it, right? At the end of the day, right? How many times a day do you actually push code, right? So this optimization, right? Tools exist, right? Here's the dev dad. Good day, friend. Good to see you, man. Exactly, right? So just write things, build things, and that's all really that matters, right? Good to see you, man. I haven't streamed much lately, so I mean, right, this really depends, right? For example, when I was at Airtame 7-8 years ago, right, we used Garrett, right? So when I was at Airtame, we used this tool, which is Garrett, right? And this Garrett, basically, this was the most complicated flow that I personally used in my career. And Garrett, essentially, you have your local Git, your own computer. Then we had the Garrett server in between. And then we had, let's say, GitHub or whatever, some repository, right? Or GitLab, Bitbucket, whatever you use. I don't know if Bitbucket still exists, right? So Garrett was awesome, right? Because with Garrett you could have refs and stuff. So you could basically, actually it's very difficult to explain until you use it. But essentially Garrett was a layer that enhances your Git flow, right? It adds a little bit more complexity, but it makes rebasing. It makes you basically can indefinitely push those refs, right? So this was an awesome flow, but depends on your flow. Maybe your flow is very simple. Maybe only thing you do, you amend, you git push, you commit, you maybe git stash or whatever. So it really depends what you do, right? Simpler it is, the better. So I mean, if you are finding yourself to be rebasing a lot, right? If you're finding yourself dealing with conflicts a lot, you're probably doing something wrong. It's either you doing something wrong or your team is doing something wrong. So what I've realized in my experience is that if you're dealing with too many conflicts, that means that your commits are not small enough, which also means that your how you break your tasks and your projects in your team is not good enough. So you haven't your workflow as a team isn't good enough, right? Because fundamentally, how your Git flow is gonna look like has very little to do with Git and everything to do with how you push your code with your team, right? So are you waiting 3 weeks to push your code, or you're smart enough to take a story, take a project, and then break it into version 1 MVP, version 2, version 3? If you are able to do this properly, then your Git flow is always going to be very simple, because you will push, review, merge. But if you're waiting, if that code is accumulating on your computer for weeks and days, and in the meanwhile shit tons of other things are being merged, then you're going to have a hard time. So you can see that it's never about the Git, it's about the processes on how you push your code, right? So always try to push things to production. Use launch darkly, use darkly flags, right? But keep merging shit into master, right? And keep incrementally building features. What I would advise everybody to do is, like, when you're building a new feature, put it under a darkly flag and get it out there to your product manager, to your CTO, your CEO, any really parties involved in this, Get it out there, and even if there's a single button, let's imagine, right, that you're doing something like this. Let's imagine that you need to build something like this. This is your final product. Let's imagine whatever this is. Let's imagine eventually, let's imagine this is your project. So you need to build this, right? You agreed this is an overall overview of a big project. Push this to master already, right? So this already should be under some darkly flag, right? You know, you can use launch darkly, but any flag, right? Push this. Small commit. Finish that. Then push this guy, right? You get the point. Don't wait until this is done. So you push it. That's painful, right? Because if this is your workflow, then your Git flow and everything else that follows up is going to be terrible. Code reviews are going to become useless because nobody can review this. You know, there's this meme that I shared in one of my videos on YouTube. It's like, I push a commit of 30 lines of code, there's 20 comments on it. I push a commit of 3,000 lines of code, there's no comments. Why? Because nobody reviews 3,000 lines of code, right? So yeah, that's how it is. That's how you should think, in my experience, about it, right? Small commits, incremental changes, everything that follows, it makes it easy. Reasonable code reviews, people can review it, people can give you reasonable insights. All the parties in the project are constantly having the version. They know where you are, you're not stressed. You can get early feedback from your product manager. Why? Well, because you're incrementally, no matter where you are, right? Keep in mind, this feature is hidden from the customers. You internally have it, and your product manager can already react, hey, we didn't want this like this, right? So, yeah. Okay, that's how it is. What the fuck is this music, man? Mirror, mirror, let's play that. All right, cool. What have I been doing? I lost myself. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, this crap, we've been updating some. It's been so long since we did this. Okay, so let's close this project. We deployed that to npm. Let's go to, where was this toolbar, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what a shitty name for this. Let's call this get icons. Yeah, actually, yeah, I don't know. It's quite a bit bad name, but let's just not call it icons. That's completely meaningless, right? What was it? Icons.map or some shit, right? Okay. How did I write this? Let me see. Okay. Sure. Sure. Then I filter the ones which are not there, if I remember. Yes, and then we map, we render the toolbar. I see, okay. Yeah, I see, okay. Well, yeah, don't really like that much. But let's try one thing. Let's try to pass class name here as well, and let's say text rows 500, just for fun, just to see if this would actually work. And let's go to get icons, and then over here we'll say well, actually, you know what? Because we have this icon that we also made part of our library here, right? Since we have this stuff as well, right? We could just as well simplify this a little bit, right? Actually, yeah, let's maybe try it. I think that would be a clever way to do this. So instead of doing this, right? I guess, okay, I see. Okay, no, all good, right? So like, I have an idea, right? So let's do something like this, right? So instead of passing an actual node here, right? Let's just pass a name instead, right? So so we're gonna, yeah, I think that's a reasonably good idea, right? I think so, yes, and you'll see why in a moment. As we kind of gradually improve some of these things, I think this would make a lot of sense, right? So let's do that. Yeah, a little bit manual bullshit, but that's what it is sometimes, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think actually, yeah. Now when I think about it, I think it's gonna be a good idea. How many possibilities of how many icons I actually support here? Okay, obviously too many. All right, so that's cool. Okay, so that's good. You'll see now what I'm gonna do. Because that was awesome what we did a couple of days ago when I streamed. So now over here, right? This is a string now, not an actual React node or an object, right? I can use my icon component, right? Didn't we export an icon component? I truly hope we did. And I hope I exported the thing from the actual shit. Let's see, I hope I exported that. Please be exported. I don't think we exported it from Yale. Ouch, that's a bummer. We need to redeploy that shit. Fuck. Yep, that's how it is. So if we go to this open source crap, yeah. Let's be honest for a second. What would you do if Andrew Williams... I don't know who Andrew Williams is. Somebody asking a question on YouTube. I don't know who Andrew Williams is, my friend. I assume it's some strong, badass guy. This is the icon, yeah. This is... Yeah, exactly. How old is your pet? I don't have a pet. I have a son. But you can refer to him as a pet in a way. He's 5. He's almost 5. In May, he's gonna be 5. All right. Yeah, that's unfortunate, right? Yeah, we forgot to export this component that I wrote a night or two ago. Well, that's what it is. Export icon component. Should automate that somehow so I don't... I keep forgetting. I keep making the same mistake, expecting the different outcome. Just beautiful. Not very smart, am I? But yeah, that's what it is. All right, cool. Fuck my life. Wow. Increase the volume. You like the Nightfall. Okay, let's play it from scratch. All right. Wait, I need to close some of this stuff. We no longer need that, right? Let's close that as well. So yeah, this kind of makes no sense. Give me a second. Like, how could this happen? Where's the SRC components? Yeah, that's a little bit weird, honestly. What the fuck, man? What an idiot. Okay. What an idiot. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's just cancel this workflow now. There's no point deploying this, right? Did it get to publish yet? Okay. Hopefully we didn't publish it, right? 50. Okay, that's good. It's fine, right? Not a big deal, right? So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to remove this tag that we've just created. And yeah, that's what it is. Harry, good evening, buddy. Not much, man, not much. Another stream. I kind of haven't streamed incrementally or consistently for a while, so yeah, having fun now again. You know, it's a hobby, so it comes, the fun comes and goes. What about yourself, man? So let's push this to master, right? Weird. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing very defined in the stream to be concrete. Just wrote few. You know, I open sourced a bunch of these libraries, right? So now my the front end, the programming networks client library is this now, right? So I'm just exporting some stuff now. I forgot to export it and stuff, right? So and yeah, just working on TipTap a little bit, just changing some icons and stuff, right? The fuck happened here? That's weird. Yeah, for sure, Leo. I'm with you, man. Export icon component. It shows your banned. What? I mean, I don't think I ever banned anyone. I just insult people until they leave. I mean, why would I use an opportunity to ban someone, right? When I can just insult them to the point of no return. It's way better than banning them, right? Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I don't know what the command is. Is it YouTube? Oh yeah, there we go. Imagine, you know, not using an opportunity to just, you know, indefinitely criticize idiotism until person leaves. It would be a waste of opportunity for sure. I tell you that. Agent Smith. Are you agents? Actually, wait. What is your nickname? Let me just take a look at that. Agents. Okay. It's kind of, I was reading kind of agents myth. It's like multiple agents are a myth. But then I realized it's an Agent Smith, right? When are we going to start streaming some hype AI tech? Never. You know me by now, Random Potato. You've been here long enough. You know that I'm anti propaganda. Agent Smith, cool. I mean, we could just start using the cool words. That I agree with. Why are you learning Vim? Please don't take me wrong. I'm not suggesting that you should not learn it. It's just genuinely asking why. Why did you decide to spend your time there and not somewhere else? So random potato, I mean, I use ChatGPT, I use Copilot and stuff like that. So I am kind of, I'm using that a lot, right? But and I use Midjourney, right? So I've been using ChatGPT since day one, right? If I actually go to my ChatGPT, I think I've been paying for it literally since month one. Well, Agent Smith, I mean, okay, I have to disagree with you there because most of them don't require a license. Maybe there's one literally that requires license, right? Using Vim is more productive because it doesn't require mouse. That is very questionable. But if you feel like that, then that's okay. Go with it, right? Go with it. So yeah, so I've been using ChatGPT since February 2023, so almost for a year now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's been a year now. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Wait. I literally forgot what I was even doing. I swear. I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, I remember what I was doing. Okay, shit. Look, by no means learn whatever you want, right? I will not suggest you what you should and should not do, right? Just keep in mind that you're not learning Vim because you're gonna be more productive. That's a fallacy, right? You're gonna be learning Vim for many maybe other reasons, and more power to you. Learn it, but don't say that it's because of the license, because literally there's maybe one software that's licensed, right? Every single other one is free, including the one that I'm using now, right? So yeah, that wasn't really an honest answer, was it? So you're not really learning Vim because other tools are licensed, right? All right, great, super. So where is this tip tab on toolbar? Yeah. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Okay, so now we have this icon, and here it takes icon name, right? Well, let me change the song so some of you snowflakes don't get, tired. Not tired, yeah. My brain is starting to lag big time. Okay. This song is called Lord of the Rings, and it's been written by the Lord of the Rings book. It's a movie. Fucking uncultured being. It's a movie. It's fine. They don't have electricity in Finland. Don't blame the guy. Don't blame the guy. There we go. All right, so that's actually pretty awesome, right? Toolbar icon. Do we need this abstraction whatsoever is the question now, right? Do we need this? Do I actually need this? Do I need this? Let's see. I don't think I need this, no. Let's try to reduce these abstractions because they're useless, right? So what if I smack... So what do we actually have here? Okay. Then we have the icon in here, right? That's what we have, right? Mm-hmm. We'll see in a moment. All right, beautiful, super. Great, great, great. I'm very happy with it. Okay, so that's kind of simplified, right? Great. Obviously, let's see what we have here. Available subtitle, blah, blah. And then we have, we obviously had a class name here that we applied, right? So we're gonna take this away, right? That's amazing. Why not, right? And then we're gonna go all the way down where this crap is. Yeah, over here, right? And then yeah, we're gonna smack it right there, right? Okay, icon class name. I'll just replicate what I had before, right? So okay, still failing. Let's see, disabled. Okay. It's fine. Okay, that's good. Beautiful. So now we can kind of yesterday I saw some streamer who rejects using VS Code and WebStorm or even Output that is developed not in Russia, so it's hidden. Yeah, that's a very well. He is gonna do great as a software engineer for sure. That's a very logical thinking. Great critical thinking. Yeah, I'm actually never gonna use any text editor that's not made in Denmark in my own neighborhood. Actually, guys, I'm gonna stop the stream now and I'm gonna quit programming because the text editor I'm gonna use has to be made in my own street. Okay. Are you in need of a editor? I'm not, Harry. No. I'm using Filmora already. I'm actually, this Twitch channel is in fact a propaganda machine. Look at me sharing this VS Code in your face. Fucking Western infidels. You can see it's clearly an enemy move, right? Clearly an enemy move. Let's face it, right? Clearly an enemy move, easily. We're software engineers. It's our duty to learn and experiment. That being software engineer is no different than being anything else in life, literally. Every individual on the planet should experiment, learn, and evolve every day. That's part of being human. It has very little to do with being software engineer, right? Now, there are many things in life that you can grow in, and that's why I asked you, why are you learning Vim? There are many things, I'm sure, in your career right now that you can spend time on. There are millions of things where you can improve, right? So that was the question, right? Every human being should strive to grow every day. That's not specific to software engineers in any way. I mean, Rebecca has a point, right? She's absolutely right, though. Why actually do anything when you can simply not do anything, right? Motherfucker. Man, I love this stream. You guys are, it's beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So much crap talk. It's amazing. I'm impressed. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely. I love it. Man, these icons, it's such a huge fucking waste of time, but it's killing my brain. When I look at this, when my geometrically perfect brain looks at these micro things, I die inside. But you know what? Let's leave it. Let's just leave it, man. Whatever, right? Look at this bold icon here, man. Just kills me in 2 seconds. Instant death. I never miss you guys, no. I'm actually here by force. I'm not streaming because I want to. Alright, so... Alright, fuckers. Let's switch to my beautiful face here. And before I head off, any interesting subjects? Any questions? I'm not gonna play. My son is sleeping, but my son is sleeping, so I'll have to be very quiet. But let's see if there's any questions. And while we wait for that, let's see. No, I'm gonna put you to sleep now. We're gonna play something to put you to sleep. Wait. you play some rock? I think my wife and my kid are sleeping, so I cannot plug in the electric guitar now. That's the problem. I don't know what Last of Us is. That's a series, I guess, right? Oh. All right, let's see if we have any. Let's see if there's any questions while we are putting people to sleep. Here's Tenacious D. Here's Tenacious D. Listen. You don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Sometimes you got to make some love and fucking give her some smooches too. Sometimes you got to squeeze. Sometimes you got to say please. And sometimes you got to say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna screw you gently. I'm gonna hump you sweetly. I'm gonna ball you discreetly. And then you say, hey, I brought you flowers. And then you say, wait a minute, Sally. It's Tenacious D. It's called I'm not gonna raid anyone, man, Leo. I don't have the time for that, nor I care. All right, it seems there's no technical questions, so I'll just leave you. I'll just leave you with yeah. Fuck you, Leo, okay? Fuck you, dude. What is the need for undefined when we have null, considering that other languages have just null and they are not good? Well, it's not true that other languages don't have undefined. It's just done differently, right? There's a difference, significant difference between null and undefined. Undefined means that variable was declared, but value was not given. Null means that variable was declared and null at one point was given, right? So the point is that it's just a default way in JavaScript to say, hey, you have declared a variable, but the value is absent. There's no value, right? This variable was never given a value, right? I guess that makes sense. No, that's not correct. Null doesn't mean absent. Null means null in JavaScript. So you're wrong. No. Well, we're not talking about what should it mean. I'm just telling you what it means. What it should mean is a different subject, right? What it should be is, we cannot discuss what things should have been. You have asked the question, and I'm saying in JavaScript, undefined is absence of value. Null isn't absence of value. Null means the variable has been explicitly given a value of null, right? So what it should have been, that's a different discussion and different subject completely. There are rules, every language has rules and you have to respect them. We cannot expect rules to be different because we like them or dislike them, right? But you're asking different questions, right? You're asking different questions. These questions are not related. Your question 1 was answered. What advantage does it bring to the table? That's questionable, right? The advantage that it brings is that you can now use null for different purpose, right? Because undefined is undefined and null is null. So you can differentiate these two. It's like you have a different types. Imagine that undefined is one type and null is another type, right? And compiler in JavaScript interpreter as well is probably going to treat these values differently, right? But the value is questionable, right? Any other questions? There's no consequences. There's just rules, right? So the rule is, the thing is, rules are rules, right? Rules that somebody made 30 years ago are just that, right? And every rule has a consequence, right? So could that undefined have been something else? Absolutely. Could a JavaScript language not exist at all? It could be, right? But fundamentally, the rules are rules, and we have to know them, right? So, I mean, yeah, it's a nice discussion. You can say, well, maybe this, it doesn't really matter, right? You just have to know that in JavaScript, if you don't assign a variable that you declare a value, the value is undefined. And that's really the rule. Why is it like that? What could it have been? That is not going to help you much, right? Because maybe there's no reason at all, right? Which there isn't, right? It's just how the language was designed, right? It could ask the same, why is it null, right? Or whatever, right? So that's fundamentally just how it is. What do you think about Ruby on Rails? I think it's a nice language, like most languages. I don't think I wrote Ruby on Rails. I think 3.5 years ago when I was working in a different company at Grid 42. It's a nice language. It's very similar to JavaScript, in the sense that it's dynamic as well. And Ruby on Rails is a nice framework, right? I mean, it's fine, right? It would not be my choice of language today, right? What was your first job? Well, I started working in 2008 as a Cisco engineer. Was I happy with compensation? Back then, I thought I was, because I was like 18 or 19 years old when I started working. But eventually, as I grew older, I realized that I should have been paid a lot more. I think. Do I regret that I wasn't? Of course not. I mean, every time, when you start in any industry, your focus should be experience and getting better, right? Money will come with time as you get better, as you can sell yourself. But could I have made more? For sure, right? But I could have just as well not make anything. So depending on your perspective, right? I then also had my own company, my own startup. I worked for free for a couple of years, right? Almost, right? So it's not always all about money. When you're young, you can, when you're young, I have a wife and kid now and a family, right? So I cannot, money means a lot, and I'm paid really well now, right? But if I was single and if I didn't have obligations towards the family or whatever, I probably wouldn't focus on money that much. I would focus on working at a great place where I can learn, where I can grow, right? So, but yeah, it's a good question, yeah. I think these questions are also dangerous, right? Because these questions make people constantly hop jobs, and it makes them a little bit unhappy as well, because technically you can always make more money, right? I can now leave my company and get a bump in salary, and then I can leave that company 3 days later and get so you can, this goes indefinitely, right? So that's why it's dangerous to seek for this constant money struggle, right? Because you will never be happy, right? Because you can, if you wonder, hey, could I have made more, right? I honestly think, Rebecca, I think that YouTube as a business model is dead, right? I genuinely think that YouTube, for example, in 2011, I made some JavaScript videos, right? Let me actually check. In 2011, I believe I made ECMAScript 6 came out, and I recorded some videos. And I think back then, if I continued recording videos back then, I would have had probably like I don't know, hundreds of thousands of followers, whatever. But I think these times are gone now, because everybody today has a camera, a microphone, a computer, right? And there's such a huge yeah, exactly. Because you can see more and more the influx, more and more of these really good, really popular YouTubers are just. And I mean, I told you before. I mean, people always, watch what you crave for, because a lot of younger kids, they dream of sitting home and working from there, but that's not what it appears to be. It's a very lonely job, right? Sitting, talking to yourself every day behind the camera. I would not want that job myself, and I would not want it for others, right? Seek to work with people, right? Seek to be with people, right? That is the beauty of life for the most part, right? A lot of people think, oh, I can just sit home and record random videos, but that's also a job, right? And yeah, super tough for sure. Yeah, for sure. 100%, 100%, Rebecca. I agree with you. Million percent. Yeah. What do you think of AI trend? I don't think anything. I mean, I use tools as they come out, and I stay up to date. And yeah, I don't think much. It's yet another novelty in our lives, and you can be. It's quite a binary problem. You can be a person that accepts that things change and you change with them, or you cannot accept and be eaten by time like many generations before us. So whenever new things come, it's your responsibility to figure out, is that something that's important, and because it is, and then you just hop on that train, and you learn the skills that you need. Because again, world isn't spinning around us, we're spinning on a planet that doesn't care about us really. Exactly, Rebecca got it figured out for sure. MDBM, good evening, buddy. So yeah, but AI is great. It's gonna change the world in many ways. We don't know yet how is it gonna change it, but it's gonna change it for better, I'm sure. And humankind is gonna be doing more fun jobs than now. So anything that can be automated should be automated by nature, right? It's the same with tractors and you know. Yeah. Alrighty, guys, I think I'm gonna head off. My wife is still awake. I can hear her there. So I'm going to say hi and then head to bed. How long till... I don't know, Nick. Based on what I've researched so far with the current LLM models and stuff, I think we're still very far. But let's see. Who knows? I'm as stupid as any other guy, so I'm just a sheep in this whole thing, right? So let me not pretend that I know more than I do, right? So, but it's gonna happen for sure, right? It's just when in our lifetime, who knows? Maybe. But based on the current LLMs and stuff, I don't think that they're advanced as we think so, right? It's string matching algorithms, right? So we aren't here for this. Rebecca is my golden. Rebecca is like a piece of my brain. It's like a sarcastic piece of brain. I love it. Hecky punto, whatever. Thank you, man. Thank you for the compliment, guys. I wish you best. I wish you good night. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna stream. I'm going with my colleagues after work for some beers. So if I'm back in time, I'll see you. If not, Saturday it is. Let's discuss the AI and all of the cool things next time, guys. Thank you very much. I wish you best, Rebecca, Leo, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you up soon. Okay? Peace out, everybody. Cheers. Bye bye.